Hi everyone, it's Miss Goldman and we are doing our sixth lesson of Eureka Module 6. So again, we got to that fun number again where we're teaching the same lesson and module. As always, these lessons are going with the live lesson that I did today at 11 o'clock this morning. I'm sorry if I missed you. I really wanted to see your face because I've missed you. And if you are doing these on paper, because you decide you would rather work on paper versus on the computer, maybe it's easier, make sure you are taking pictures of your work so that you will get credit for it. And you can upload your work onto Google Classroom or send it to me as a picture through Class Dojo, or you can even email it to me. And as always, if I am going too fast, because I'm trying not to keep a lot of silent time during these videos, just press pause and let's get going. So for this first problem, you can see I put all the parts on this one page, so it'd be a little bit easier to read it all. So it says, Coach Harris measures the heights of the children on his third grade basketball team in inches. The heights are shown on the line plot below. So here we see the line plot with all the children. And we know 1x equals 1 child. So the first question, how many children are on the team? How do we know? I said there are 15 children on the team. And I know this because the x equals 1 child. And I counted. Let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what you're going to do now is tell me how many children are less than 53 inches tall. So here's the 53. So you want to tell me all of this because this is less. Sorry, you're going to tell me all of this because this is less than 53 inches tall. Then we know Coach Harris says that the most common height for the children on his team is 53.5 inches. You're going to tell me if he is right and explain your answer. And finally, Coach Harris says that the player who does the tip-off at the beginning of the game has to be at least 54 inches tall. So that means 54 or taller. So how many children could do this tip-off? And if you look, here is 54 and higher. So use those information that I just gave you to figure this out. All right, we're going to go over these answers right now. If you need more time, just press pause. So here for number B, we said how many children are less than 53 inches tall? I said there are 6 children who are less than 53 inches tall. We could check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 children who are less than 53. Then Coach Harris says that the most common height for children on his team is 53.5 inches. Is he right? So I said Coach Harris is wrong because 3 children are 52 inches and 3 children are 53.5. We can see this is the same And so is this. And then finally, Coach Harris says that the player who does the tip-off at the beginning of the game has to be at least 54 inches tall. How many children could do the tip-off? Well, we know we can do 54, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 children could do the tip-off. So let's keep going. And again, as you've noticed, this problem was just about reading this graph, and that's what we're going to be doing for these lessons right now. So for this next one, it says, Miss Werner's class is studying worms. The length of worms is in inches and are shown in the line plot below. And we know again, 1x equals 1 worm. So how many worms did the class measure? How do we know? So I counted these. The class measured 30 worms. I know this because the x equals 1 worm. So if you look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I know some of the X's look a little wonky, but I'm not sure what happened, but just know that they go with what they're pretty much lined up with, which are those two. So now what you're going to do is the next two. So Kara says there are more worms that are 3/4 inches long than 3 2/4 and 3 1/4 inches long combined. You're going to tell me if she's right and tell me why for B. And then for C, Madeline finds a worm hiding under a leaf. She measures it, and it measures 4 3/4 inches. Sorry, 4 3/4 inches long. Plot the worm on the line. So you're just going to figure out where Madeline's new worm would go. All right, and we're going to be going over the answers now. So for B, I wrote Kara's wrong because there are 8 worms combined with lengths of 3 2/4 and 4 1/4, but only 6 worms that are 3 3/4. So here you can look. Here's our 3 3/4. I'll make it in a color so you can see. And you can see here there are 6. But if we look at 3 2/4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we have 8 over here. And finally, for this last one, Madeline finds a worm hiding under a leaf. She measures it. It's 4 3/4 inches long. Plot. So you can see I just put another little red X right over there. So good. Now that was actually the last problem for this lesson. As you could tell, they were about reading graphs, and that's what we're going to be continuing to do. So as always, stay safe, be smart, go for the gold, and I hope to see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And good luck with the homework now for this. Bye.